Hello, hello. Hi, I'm gonna wait. Let's see, recording. Perfect. I can see you. Can you hear me all right? Okay, good. Thank you. I'm just gonna give it a couple of minutes, maybe 2, 3. I like your necklace.
Thank you.
It's perfect for Zoom. Just add a little necklace, right?
Mm-hmm.
The simplest thing. Caroline. Hello. Hi, Caroline. Good to see you.
Too.
I mean, it's kind of, I realize it's always hard in the middle of a day to find time. But we're recording this, so everybody gets to watch it regardless. Christy, she's connecting. So fun. Maybe one more minute. And then I'm gonna start. I hope you guys have some questions, but I have a whole list of questions I got that I'm gonna address later. Hello, hello.
Hi. I wanted to join in between meetings, so I can't tell you the whole time, but I'm
Okay.
dying to be here.
It's good to see you. You
You
know
too.
what? And I'm gonna get started. We're recording this. So this video will live also in the membership. So everybody can watch it again. But it's always fun, if you have some questions or something to be on the live call. But yeah, so thank you for making it in the middle of a day. I'm gonna walk you through the fall edition and just give you pointers and address some questions. And yeah, so I'm going to screen share and start. Share screen. Hold on. Share. And then I have to go here. What is it looking like for you? Do you see like capsule icons, the trend report? Okay, good. I should like have, I don't know, I feel like I should feel confident about, but every time I'm like, is everybody hearing me? Can you see everything? All right, so you probably browsed it by now, but I came up with the 6 trends that feel like the most relevant and the easiest to incorporate into your wardrobe. So all the Bordeaux tones. Last year I felt like it was brown. We're still seeing brown. Now it's more Bordeaux. I love it. I think it looks good on most people. I'm trying to think. I think it looks good on everybody. And how you can address always a trend color is you can either go full on, kind of like in the image, head to toe, and really embrace it if you really, really love the color. Or, I mean, I love incorporating trend colors. So you don't have to buy also a new wardrobe every time, but in like shoes, accessories, like today I'm doing the nails. It's just like an easy way. And if you really like a color, I feel like over the years, you have multiple items in that color anyway. So I happen to also have, I'm going to show it to you later, but also like the leather jacket that is on here, very similar. So yeah, I think Bordeaux feels really fresh and relevant and easy to also combine with black browns. A lot of people might not think of it, but you can wear like a chocolate brown and a Bordeaux navy, gray. So I feel like it goes with a lot of other colors. So these are my 5 cents to the color. If you do have any questions, you can always drop them in the chat box. But I'm going to wait a little bit because I have already so many questions. to address all of them. I feel like blazers, they're not going anywhere. One of the blazers is actually the one I'm wearing today. What makes them feel current or on trend is probably the shape, which is either for more petite, not only petite, but especially for petite, like crop blazers, boxy crop blazers. And otherwise, I mean, most of my clients, people, ladies, are still trying to embrace a little bit the oversized blazer. So this is my selection. I have also the Anine Bing, the camo. I don't know if any of you own this piece already, but is the softest. It definitely has like bigger shoulders, but I love it. The black acne, you saw it in the video already, is amazing. This suede one, I would say, is not particularly oversized. You could if you size up in size, but it has a very classic cut. And suede is always fun because it adds a different texture to an outfit. So I think that's a great option as well.
Nadine, with blazers, would
Yeah.
you say the majority of the time in terms of styling them, you're putting like you're just putting plain white t-shirts under them? When do you just wear nothing, a bra under it? Like for what
Mm.
kinds of occasions? How do you think about wearing your blazer differently?
I love that question so much. So most of the time, so I always would look at everybody's lifestyle, but most of the time for me, or how I style it probably mostly is, yeah, with like a t-shirt long, it could be long sleeve, short sleeve, or a tank. Pretty basic under my blazer, because I think the era we're in, and sometimes I'm getting like off track a little bit, but we are in an era, even for workwear, where it's like an elevated, effortless look. So I feel like the blazer gives you, you know, like the structure, you look polished, and the t-shirt dresses it down a little bit. It's just like a nice canvas. So depending on the weather, it's like either tank top, t-shirt, long sleeve. Or in the winter months, it could be like a fine knit cashmere turtleneck. I feel like you can do so much. And I also love, actually, and I did this before, kind of with nothing underneath or only like a bandeau or bralette situation, close the, I don't know if you can really see me right now, the blazer, and like put a belt over it. So, yes. And you can also style them really sporty with sneakers. That's another go-to. Jeans, t-shirt, blazer, sneakers. And always feels elevated. Definitely more elevated than a denim jacket. I hope that answered your question.
It did. Yeah.
Boots is definitely a trend. It's a trend that comes back every fall. But I did want to point out again, what makes boots this season feel more current is the shape. It's like the toe area. I'm sorry if my dog is barking. But so as we also in an era of like wider leg, or at least straight jeans, you need a little bit of length in the boot. And I'm going to show you some boots that I have here once I stop screen sharing. But you want, with a wider leg jeans or trouser, that the toes are like peeking out. It could be square or pointy, but if it's like a round ankle boot, like it looks like you're not wearing a shoe at all. So the wider the pant, you need to add a little bit of length to the toe in the boot. And then what else? I think that's really it. And that there are a lot of options out there with comfortable heel heights. I really like that. Lower heel, kitten heel, chunky heel. So yeah, I'm excited about boots. By the way, shoes was one of the most asked question I got, which I will address in a little bit in more depth. So lace, I'm seeing a lot of lace coming back also this season, which I always love playing with opposites, or the juxtaposition of maybe like a baggier wide leg pant, something edgier like leather jacket, leather pants, and then maybe something feminine. And I think a lace top cami is something that works great and makes an outfit more interesting versus having every single piece tailored or minimal or masculine. So like throwing that in the mix is really nice. And I have to say, this white slip dress I have seen on a girl in Paris, and it looked so cool. She took an oversized button down and tied it around her waist. And maybe it's a little bit like fashion forward. I absolutely loved it because she really dressed it down with just like a kind of sandal or like flip-flop sandal. And I think everybody can envision that also dressed up with like a tall boot and a nice jacket on top for maybe more of an evening look. But yeah, I thought that was really, really cool. Leather, we're back. Leather, it's the same. The shapes are a little bit different. So we are seeing a lot more leather trenches, oversized leather jackets. I think it's something in there for everybody. I have a couple more cropped options. So again, for my petite ladies. And then I like also having options that are oversized so I can wear it with a chunky knit, like the totem jacket, the camel one, or even the black from End Other Stories. I think just thinking how you want to wear a piece is important. There's nothing worse than having like a really beautiful tight leather jacket and you can't wear anything underneath other than a tank top. It's just limiting. Oh yeah, and then the whole Western vibe. I know it's out there, not for everybody, but it's incredible how many brands are picking up on the Western trend right now. Everybody that knows me knows or has been a member. I love denim on denim. I think that's really easy to style. And then another way to incorporate is you could just do a Western belt or a Western inspired boot. So yeah, it's another trend that is easy and feels current. You don't have to go full on head to toe Western. It might be too much, but it's always fun. A little bit of fringe, a fun boot. Yeah, I think these are great pieces. I love that Kate boot. It's an investment, but they are really great. All right, what is next? Do we have any questions for trends so far that you want me to talk about now? Or should we move on? Okay. Then let's move on to the style boards and the category. So I want to touch base on every category quickly and give you some pointers in case you need them. Sorry. So denim, a few things. The A Goldie, wait, do I have to click on it here? This denim has been one of my biggest wins like for a while now in terms of it works on everybody and it does come in a crop for petite. But that is such a flattering shape. I also put it on my Instagram actually. It's a in between a straight and a baggy. So it will give you that modern silhouette without drowning you because it's still fitted around the hip and butt area and it kind of just goes a little wider. I'm a huge fan and they're very comfortable and they come in a crop. So these are probably one of my top picks that always work. I also added a crop, another crop for petite because I always get these questions, which I think is great. And then what else? I mean, these are the other extreme. They are definitely the wide, baggier. They're for my tall girls or regular to tall. I have them also. They're very cool. I have to say, and very comfortable because nothing is tight. You can always get them hemmed. I love them. It's personal preference, but if you're not used to that look, I would go with the previous one I showed. It's a good in between. Oh yeah, and then also this, I got a couple of questions about the Cezanne, the Brute Sexy. I know this color now is sold out. I'm so sorry. But it also comes in different lengths, so regular and tall. And they always restock. And for now, if you want to try a different color, actually the gray is here. Somebody just told me they're sold out. Anyways, that's good news. They are available. And they are like the skinniest, but not like legging skinny. But I do really like these. And they're also quite comfortable. So definitely worth a try. Then we have, as a next, outerwear. So sorry. Oh my God, you see my background. It's embarrassing. What do I want to say about the outerwear? So I think the J. Crew barn jacket, the one image in the middle here, it's also at the bottom, is the new denim jacket. That was one of the questions that I got, was also alternatives to denim jacket. I mean, it's a leather jacket, or very on trend right now are the barn jackets. And that one is super lightweight. They're everywhere right now. That is a great alternative and looks good on everybody. I've seen them on petite. I'm regular, tall. You just have to size up. And then the camel coat is also good on petite. You see, it's almost the same coat, the black one, but longer. So it's again personal preferences. I do always feel like the longer length coats, they feel a little bit more current, and then they feel a little bit more high end, because that's what brands like Kate and The Row are doing right now, are oversized and very long, very baggy. So we just have to find a way that works for us. I think I said in the video already how obsessed I am with that cape. It's so cool. The trench coat is definitely for taller. Yeah, that's what I have to say about the outerwear, but I feel like it's a good mix. Shoes. I talked about shoes before, and I will again in the Q&A, but one thing I do want to mention, that I feel like a silver or metallic sneaker is such a fun addition to your capsule, because it's a neutral. You can wear it with any other color, but it adds a little bit of fun, and it's a little different, like something we don't see a lot. Yeah, and in terms of, I think one other question was also like the best shoes to add in your fall capsule. If I would have to pick, it would be, if you don't have one yet, a sneaker, an ankle boot, a tall boot, and then maybe a loafer. And then depending on your lifestyle, if you need a fancier shoe, but something like that burgundy slingback is a good option. And then when it comes to knits, I think for a capsule wardrobe or for the fall winter, it's important to always have your basics covered. So a very simple long sleeve, lighter color, maybe like a gray and a darker. And then I love having a knit with some interest. It's either like an interesting color, texture, a pop of color. I have that purple sweater. It's right behind me. A lot of people also know that how much I love like a little bit of a shoulder pad, but it really depends on your body shape. So whenever I really, really love a stronger shoulder is people where we have to balance out the body shape, meaning the hip a little bit. And a lot of women have rounder hips and then smaller shoulders. So we have to add it in order to create a more hourglass figure. If you tend to have wider shoulders, you can just take always like the shoulder pads out. But on most women, it is very flattering. And makes also like either a jacket or garment look a little bit more high end. What's next? Pants. I think this is a great selection. I mean, the lace, I showed it in the video already. I don't have to say much. I might not invest a lot of money because I might not feel like wearing lace pants next season. The key is with see-through pieces, I would never wear it how they show it on the model. It's kind of like you have to either wear it with like a big chunky sweater, So you don't see like the short part that is underneath, or like an oversized blazer. I am particularly obsessed with the cos pant with the flap over part. There might be sold out right now in black, but I just saw they restocked it in brown or like a dark red. So it's unclear what color because it looks
I
brown. They say
I
dark.
just bought them and they came in the mail today, so I'll let you know how they
I
look.
just bought them too. I got so excited when I saw them. Like, did you try them on yet?
No, they literally came in the mail 20 minutes ago. So I also can't tell if they're brown or like kind of a burgundy. So I'll try them on and I'll take a picture and send it.
Yeah, I ordered them too because I personally have black trousers already. So I
Same.
couldn't
Yes.
justify having another pair. I have like 4. I'm like, I need another color. But yeah, they're so cool. Like they look also much more expensive than they are. So as you can tell, I'm super excited. And the same with the End Other Story trouser, the one with the wraparound belt, the cream color. It's like the main image. And they are very lightweight because for some of us, I mean, even here in New Jersey, New York, fall sometimes is still warm. So they are lighter weight. They will work beautifully into spring, but that paired, let's say maybe with like a brown cashmere or gray, or I always like a cream and black look, you can make them look like fall, but they're so comfortable. I just absolutely love them. And then one thing I'm super excited to put them here in both colors because the picture doesn't do its justice, you can't tell. I will have to show you on my rack behind. Maybe I'm gonna take this. Can I stop sharing really quick? I don't know. Can you see me now? Okay. I see myself tiny. I don't know why, like in the corner, but if you see me, I'm happy. So I want to show you these pants really quick. They are on the board. They are like these trousers. They are like navy and they come in white. They're on the style board. They are the most comfortable thing I've ever come across. They're more comfortable than sweatpants because they don't have an elastic. But it's like the softest, like cotton. They don't wrinkle, so they're perfect for travel, for work. Summer, because they're kind of loose, and the winter you can style them with boots. I wish I could try them on for you. It's just not gonna happen. You just have to trust me. They're the classic 6. They come in white and navy. Just the back again. I just love them so much. Caroline, they might be like a good option for you. I think they would work also on petite.
Okay. Are they cropped?
They're cropped.
Okay.
They're cropped. I just thought about it.
Mhm.
They might be good for your hands. I can't, like, they're just like the best pant ever, especially if you sit on your desk or travel a lot. I mean, for who doesn't want comfortable pants? They are so, so good, and the picture just looks like nothing. So I've had to just show you. All right, I'm gonna go back to sharing because we are not completely done. Share. All right. Yeah, the 2 pants to the right or at the bottom. Accessories. I always want to point out accessories because they just elevate the simplest outfit, right? Like a t-shirt, anything, and they're often overlooked. I mean, what I see in a lot of like closets, like there are no belts or no jewelry. It's really like lacking, and then the outfit just feels flat. For one of my favorite pieces are the link earrings on here because they're 2 tones. They're gold and silver. So especially if you want to play with adding a little bit of silver, which is very of the moment right now, these are perfect. And you can also take the links apart. So you can only wear one link or put them all together and have it more like a statement. So I feel this is like a good one. Not that jewelry takes a lot of space, but for travel, because you kind of have 2 earrings in one. And then something like even like a baseball cap or a textured bag. It's just always a good idea to play with it, experiment with it a little bit. It's also not for everybody, but like a little silk scarf. It doesn't really have a purpose other than it might look cute. It's more like a necklace, really. And then we're already in the home section, which, I don't know, I just felt like fall, we're all into hibernating a little bit more, spending more time in PJs, and I just wanted to, it's not really a fashion piece, but I love, you might know them already, but these pajamas from Eberjay. I feel also more grown up now. I'm not wearing my old t-shirts anymore. I elevated to nice pajamas a couple of years ago. So they are my absolute favorite. I have like 3 of them, and they're the most comfortable thing. And I just wanted to share a couple of home pieces I love, because it just matters how you get up in the morning, maybe the rug you step on, the, you know, like the fuzzy chair, or if you have like a candlelit night to unwind. And one thing I'm super excited about is, and again, the picture doesn't do its justice, so I have to again stop sharing for a second. So sorry. But something so random. It's a hairbrush, but it's the most beautiful hairbrush ever. It has like this gold detail. I'm obsessed. I'm a sucker for just beautiful things. Anything, a cup, a brush, obviously. I think it's such a cute gift for some ladies in your life. I don't know. I think it's something we most likely never invest. And I actually have 2. It comes like in a smaller size with this pouch. It's so cute. I don't know. It just makes me really happy. Brushing my hair with something like this. And I think it's a really pretty gift, or in your bag. It's like having a nice lipstick. So yeah, just when I find exciting stuff I want to share. Found this also it's a French brand, which I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. But it's great. Great brush. It's kind of like the Mason Pearson, if you ever heard of it. But this is so much more beautiful. All right, we went through the membership. Do you guys have any questions now? And if not, I have a whole list of questions I can address. No? All right. So, okay, that's a good one. Finding items with high end and quality materials. So honestly, sometimes I get questions and it's not like a full question. I feel like, wait, are we looking for brands? I'm not sure. Finding items with high end and quality materials. So I'm gonna tell you my interpretation. You can find, believe it or not, items with high end or quality materials anywhere, almost. Even on the high street, meaning H&M, Mango Cause is a high street brand. And obviously like super expensive designer. But what you have to look out for are always like threads, buttons, if they're plastic or not, and if they're plastic, which a lot of them, but do they look cheap or not? Yeah, seams are super important. What else? And then I have cheaper cashmere sweaters. I tested all of them from Uniqlo. H&M has a premium line, so you can definitely find quality pieces there, and all the way up to Kate. But you will never get around, no matter how expensive, giving your clothes some love. I hate to say it. So everybody needs a lint shaver. You just have to do it, or it doesn't matter how expensive, they will not look good or high quality. You just have to give it, bring it to the dry cleaner. Steam. Oh my God, that's so important. Steam your stuff. So I treat, and I highly recommend treating, no matter how expensive something is or cheap, the same. I hang up my t-shirt, I steam it. I do it with my cashmere sweater before it on. I mean, I fold them as well. But just, you have to give your pieces some love. But yeah, if you want to shop for new ones, just look out for all the details. And I highly recommend what I have on my style boards as well, but our brands like COS, they have great cashmere, or high-end materials, Reformation, H&M Premium. Yeah. And then check the labels, because sometimes you spend a lot of money on something and then it's cheap material. So they charge for the name of the brand. So just being really smart with these decisions and just looking at labels and all that stuff. I think that would be my number one tip. Staying chic in cold weather. Okay. I think the first thing that comes to mind is a monochromatic look, and that could be any color. It could be all burgundy, it could be all black, winter white, even all gray, like any color, but play with textures. So maybe have some suede, leather, maybe even silk, cashmere, wool, like something like fuzzy, like mohair. But that's a really easy way to look always chic. I mean, I'm even wearing almost monochromatic today. That's the easiest. And playing with textures. And don't forget about accessories. Like even if you wear, let's say, like a navy sweatpants set, that looks cute. You throw over a coat and like an earring, and you tie the coat, and you're like good to go, at least for like a coffee run or something. Accessories and monochromatic would be my go-tos. All right, so next question. Combining coats, boots, accessories, and bags in a non-boring way. Okay, it's a good question. I think it's about whatever pieces you have or buy or add new to your wardrobe, make sure that they're basic enough but non-boring. It's as easy as this. For example, okay, let's dive down. For example, this boot, which is also on one of the style boards. I think on the shoes, it's a simple, just a black ankle boot, but at the same time, it's really interesting. So it has an interesting heel, and then a little bit of interest. I don't know if you can see in the toe area. It's like two different leathers, and it's a black boot, but there's like a really boring black boot, or maybe an outdated with a round toe, or like something like that that feels a little bit more interesting. Or what's another example? So I feel like that. What else did she say? Combining coats. It's the same like with like coats. Probably like maybe update your coat a little bit so it doesn't feel too tight, too small. Maybe something like a little bit more like looser, casual. Look for some interest. Look that it feels like a little bit more just high end, like good quality. But I think just picking in the first place non-boring things is helpful. And then another way, if you really want to use the pieces you have, maybe again play with the accessories. So in winter, it's also cute having like a matching hat and scarf, so it doesn't look so disjointed, so it looks more intentional. Yeah, just having, for example, a set. What else? A versatile booty for fall, winter. I have to come back to, because I have a little selection down here of my most versatile shoes. I think it's probably something like this for me, because it has a tight ankle, so I can wear it under like tighter jeans. And then it has the pointy toe, so I can wear it with wide leg. For me, it's like a comfortable heel height. And even this part, I can even wear them when it's raining. Maybe not pouring, but raining a little bit. So I wear these probably the most. And I think, yeah, key is again, just the pointy, or like could be more square, and that it's tight here. So you can wear it under, even like under like a longer skirt or something. And then I would say these are my other pair. They have like similar in the sense that they're like tight here, a comfortable heel height, pointy, not as, because I have to be more careful with suede weather-wise, which I also wanted to point out. You can buy this anywhere, but you have to treat your suede shoes and bags with this suede proofing, waterproofing. But yeah, these are like super versatile. And then, because that was another question also. Where is it? Oh yeah, just in general shoes, because I touched base on this before. So I think another like most versatile for fall for me is like this loafer. I wear these a lot. I have them also on the style board. They're the Zara loafer. So again, I wouldn't invest a lot of money in a light suede because they probably don't last forever. But that's a great addition to also like any capsule, feels elevated and comfortable. It's a nice change if you don't always want to wear like a sneaker or something. And then this one, I also have a very similar pair on my style board. That's probably one of my most worn as well. For me, it's always a low heel because I walk a lot, pointy. And then these are interesting because these also work with like a skinny jeans because they kind of dip down. So they are very flattering on the foot. What was another question? Rut with date night outfits. Okay, that's an interesting one, which is a little bit hard because I don't know what the rut is and how. It's like just a hard one if I don't know the person.
That was me. Do you want me to tell you
I
more?
want you. Oh, okay, tell me about your rut, and then
Okay, so been married 20 years, so I'm not, trying to catch anybody. I'm just, trying to have a nice dinner.
Yeah.
And I've gotten into like, oh, I want to be comfortable, so I wear flats, and then I dictate my outfit on that, and then I just end up wearing jeans and like a sweater, which is not very exciting. And yeah, so just kind of breaking out of that super comfortable flat sneaker or
But you're doing a casual date night, so
yeah, it's a casual.
I mean, usually I would also hone in a little bit on like how comfortable are you like in your body? Like, would you consider maybe pairing? I think one easy way would be already getting out of jeans, maybe. Like it could be a trouser. Like I think I would take all parts of your outfit and elevate a little bit. So maybe instead of jeans, try a trouser or maybe even leather. You know, but maybe like a trouser, like one of the ones that we have that feel a little different, a little elevated. Maybe instead of a sneaker, do a loafer or a ballerina. I don't know what your vibe is exactly, but I would think of every part and I'm like, okay, flat. Like what is a better flat than a sneaker? Because you wear that in any other life occasion, probably. So maybe it's a ballerina flat, a loafer, or a very low heel. I mean, something like this is honestly almost like a flat, but it feels a little bit more elevated. Or I don't know why I put shoes on in my own house. I think because it makes me feel a little different. Like nobody looks under my desk, but I just put on something like this. Even it's like, it's low. I don't know if you have to walk a lot, but so I would swap out the sneaker to something elevated, swap out the jeans to something a little different. I don't know. Where do you live? Like East Coast, West Coast? Is it like
Dallas.
Dallas? So it's
Hot.
It's hot. I see. A loafer or a ballerina flat then for sure. And if it's hot, I don't know if you comfortable with your legs. I mean, I see a lot of also shorter skirts, and to not make it feel maybe like too dressed up, I would wear it with a sweater. Like keep one element very casual, like a cute little sweater, maybe a short skirt and a loafer. So maybe leather is too hot where you live, but I think that's helpful, like to think outside the box. Or if you do a trouser, right, that feels maybe, okay, that's the part we change out, maybe on top, then you just do a t-shirt or maybe a fitted like bodysuit or something. And I already commented on your necklace. I think maybe like also getting another like earring, maybe something like a little bigger or fun. I hope I could help you a little bit without really
Thank
knowing
you.
you, but
Give me some ideas. I
yeah,
think it starts with my shoes.
yeah. I think like shoes. And then I think it's helpful, again, like I can't give you all the details, but taking some element of your comfort zone and thinking, what could I swap out so I still feel comfortable and casual? Is it jeans and like a bodysuit maybe? Or is it your sweater and maybe like a trouser or a skirt or something? It's like a good first step. Okay, I need a sip. Mm, we have, oh, here is another one question. Elevating an outfit without just adding more layers. It's interesting for Texas weather, probably also. Elevating an outfit without just adding more layers. So I would put a lot more emphasis then on accessories to elevate an outfit. Earrings, necklaces, bracelets, shoes, belt, and then maybe or like something like a little silk scarf. Anything you can think of without adding more layers of clothing. It's like, but definitely I feel like belts, jewelry, and shoes. That's what I can think of. Jean jacket alternatives. I touched base on it when I talked about the outerwear. I think a jean jacket alternative is right now like maybe a lighter weight. I mean, they come in different weights. Very lightweight or quite warm barn jackets. Oh my God, they're mowing my grass now. And then a leather jacket, again, you can do like a lighter weight or like a heavier weight. But I think barn jacket would be my first pick now because they're everywhere right now. Even a lot of the designers are doing it. There's like a beautiful Prada one and the high street. So if you want to swap out your denim jacket, probably a little barn jacket. The right boot for the right jean. I almost get that question. I feel like every fall, winter, spring. So I really do have to come back to something like this because you can style these with like a skinnier or straight leg because they go under if the jeans comes to like here, like the Cezanne, like the Brute Sexy, for example. I was wearing those yesterday. So they can go over. If you have a wider leg, something that hits you here or here, you still have a shoe. It's a comfortable heel height. Something like this is like the most versatile fall winter boot, I would say. What else? What else? I think that's all. I think I
Nadine,
addressed everything. Yes.
can I ask you a question? You mentioned belts.
Yes.
So if your pants have a belt loop, should you be wearing a belt every time? And how do you decide if you should?
So that's such a good question. I love this because I decided today not to wear a belt, and I can tell you why. Because I'm wearing, for example, a longer necklace, right?
Mhm.
That was also part of, I think, the spring or summer membership. I don't remember, but it felt like, and I decided to, put more emphasis on my wrist and the necklace, that a belt buckle would have been too much. It's like when it comes to accessorizing, you have to be really careful when you look in the mirror, where does your eye go? I think that's how you weigh out if something is too much or too little. When in doubt, it's always better, in my opinion, just personal opinion, to pare down than too much, but that's my personal or aesthetic. but it felt like too much, like the earring, then the long necklace, belt, and then all this. It was like fighting each other almost. But when to add a belt, so not every time. I just feel like maybe when your outfit feels a little plain and a little flat, like when you feel like something is missing, or you feel maybe like a little bit boring, or a little bit either a little bit boring or maybe even frumpy, then it's like tuck the shirt in, add a belt, roll up your sleeve. It's like all the little things. But when you have a basic outfit, it needs something, either the jewelry or a belt. A belt usually most of the time does look a little bit more polished. And also for me, it's maybe an interesting thing to mention. A belt is not necessarily something that is holding up my pants. It's more like a piece of jewelry. I look at the belt buckle and it can be very simple, but it adds, like, depending on the metal, but it's a little gold. It like acts to me like an earring. It creates some interest. There's something there that puts the look together. So that's when I really like to use belts. Or you can also use belts. They don't even have to be in a trouser at all. You can wear them like over your, I've done that before, and I probably will do it in the next membership, but really like over like a jacket or coat. Yeah, but that's really next level. It's more like for like an evening out. I think for your day to day, like I think it's not the most practical to wear a belt over, but there's a lot you can do with belts. I love that question though. Good one. Yeah, so these are all the questions. Somebody asked, it's a little tricky because I have to do research. Somebody asked me for a tall boot for skinny legs. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to skip that question because I have to go online, browse boots, and then look at the measurements, which I'm not going to do right this second. Yeah, but maybe I'll add a special note on my next membership if I find a tall for a specifically skinny leg. Yeah, what else did I want to say? That, the next membership, so the Q4, the holiday edition, is coming out so soon. So we're just wrapping up this one, and I'm going to start on my end mid-October, so then the next one will be live to shop for the holiday season mid-November. So we all can get things before Thanksgiving and all the other things. Just so you're aware, I'm going right into the next one. And then I want to point out, just because it's fairly new, I think it's the second time, but I do offer now for members one-on-one sessions with me that I don't offer to other people, only for my in-person clients and my members. So if you feel like you need more help, just shoot me a text and we can figure it out and schedule. That's it. That's a wrap for today.
Question real quick.
Yes, please.
I really enjoy seeing how you pair the pieces together. And I know there's the video on the membership site, and then I see them on your stories. Is that where to catch them, or is there any other place to see how you put those together?
In the membership, probably the most, and then sometimes I share something. I'm trying to do that a little bit more on Instagram. I'm probably going to pick 1 or 2 days where I share like maybe my outfit or something with a link. But yeah, there's no other platform. I mean, I'm on TikTok, but it's the same than Instagram. I post like the same things. But you'll definitely see some things I wear from the membership because I own actually a lot of the pieces. I'm not keeping all the pieces. No. Just very selective, like this blazer, the purple sweater, these jeans, like, like I always have a couple. It's not possible for me to keep it all. I would need another house. But yeah, so you see me wearing those pieces. Yeah, that were also in past memberships or something over and over. But yeah, good question also. All righty. Thank you for joining. I'm going to upload this video later today or tomorrow. So yeah, you can also watch it again. And shoot me a note if you have any questions, suggestions. I might also send out this week or next a little, I would love to get feedback from my members again, what they love, what they enjoy, what other things you guys would like to see and would find helpful. Because every season I'm making small adjustments. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. And I'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
Nadine. Bye.